Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here with the golf cart again. We're going to put another cool accessory on here. If you're like us, we use the golf cart around the property for more than just golf, right? We have the seat conversion on the back that lays down to a little bed. We use that all the time we do work off of that, transport firewood or leaves or something on there. And the one thing that's missing if you don't have a Bluetooth speaker or your phone is a nice speaker that mounts onto your golf cart. Well, we have the answer for that today. The company reached out to us, Kemimoto. They sent us the Midnight 40 speaker, one of theirs, which is a 16-inch speaker. They also have a 26 and a 32-inch to fit any application you got. What makes this speaker cool is it has LED or RGB lights in it, so it dances with the music. You can set your party mode into it. So it has a customizable light show. You can do that all in the app. We're going to review that today too, show you how to download the app and how to control it. I mean, it works like any other RGB light setup with how you control it. But let me get the box and show you what we got. This is what it looks like here. It tells you that it's the Midnight 40, which is what we have. And I mean, it lists what many things can go on: UTV, ATV, motorcycle, or boat. It even goes on a golf cart too if you have a place to mount it. It mounts on anything like a round bar or like a roll cage, any from 1 inch up to 2 inch. So it comes with the mount. We're going to see how that works today also. And then we're probably going to mount it on our back handle on our golf cart because most of the time we're doing stuff outside the golf cart. So we're going to mount it there. And our cart is covered when we're not using it. So, I mean, this is IP66 rated, so it's all right to be out in the weather. But we cover it anyway. But we're going to mount it on there. That's got the perfect spot with the bar. You can mount it there and see how that goes. And then we'll give this a sound test, see what it sounds like. So, that being said, let's get out here to the back of the cart. We'll open up the box, show you what comes in it, and then we'll get mounted. It's a quick installation. You won't need any tools. It comes with all the tools you need. You're just going to need to route it to wire it. And it does come with the 13-foot cord, so it's going to reach most of what you want on your ATV or golf cart. So let's get out back here, set it up. All right, as promised, we are out back here on the back of the cart. We're going to take a few things out of here to see what comes along with it. First is the bracket that mounts this to your 1 inch up to 2 inch roll bar. It seems to be nicely made. It's made out of aluminum. Seems to be solid, so that should be nice. Also with it comes your 13-foot power cord, your instruction manual, installation, all that good stuff. And you also have, what else we got here? We got the tools to mount this. That's why I said you don't need any tools for this. So you got all the screws you're going to need. You got the Allen key to attach it. You also have these foam spacers to put like in between your bracket here. It depends what you're mounting it to. Like if you're mounting it to a metal bar, these might help it stop it from slipping. Same with these thinner ones here. So that's nice to have. It also comes with the remote, which the remote can control the lights, but you can also download the app, which we'll show you that later. You can download the app and schedule party modes and stuff like that and make it do your customizable light show. And it also has a little 15 amp fuse for the speaker itself. And that's all for the installation stuff here. Now let's pull out the speaker. There you go. Like I mentioned, this is a 16-inch speaker. Here we go. Move this to the side. You can see 16 inches. I mean, it's got some weight to it. Makes me wonder with that one mount that it gives you, if it's gonna want to wobble on us. Because there is spots it looks like maybe you could put a couple. That would be nice. But you can see the RGB light bar here. There's one on the back right here also. At the end there's lights, and inside there's lights also. I think you guys can see those. So that's that mount. But like I said, it does have quite a bit of weight to it. But it should be a pretty easy mounting. You can see how it lays there, because you can just use this as this. You don't even have to mount it. If you wanted to just set it somewhere, just have the plug in and out as you're moving around. Like say you got it on the golf cart, or you want to put it on your ATV or your Jeep, you have that. And also it comes with, it's 300 watts of peak power, but it has 60 RMS, so it only holds at 60. And you got a 20-meter pairing distance for it. This also has the built-in power surge protection, so if you get a power surge, which ain't too likely from your smaller ATVs and stuff like that, but it does have it built in. And then, like I mentioned before, it is the IP66 weatherproof rating for water and dust. So you have that. This does have the Bluetooth 5.3 because it connects through Bluetooth. You can connect it up that way, but it also has USB in and out, so you can connect something through USB if you wanted to on that, or an aux cable. And then you can also connect multiple of these at one time. So you could put these in a party mode and join a few of them together. And it mounts on any 1 to 2 inch roll cage, like I mentioned. This only has 2 tweeters and 2 mid-range. It's missing the woofers. So I'm curious on the sound on this. We'll see here shortly what it's going to sound like. But we'll get that set up. This also has a 1-year warranty if you guys are looking to get it. These are, you know, classified as premium speakers for your ATVs and stuff. So I'm curious to see how it's going to sound. So let's, with all that being said, show you what we got. Let's show you where we're going to put it, and then how easy it's going to be to set up for us. We're just going to route the cord for the sake of this video real quick, because until we find a better place, we're going to mount it. We're going to mount it on our back bar back here on the golf cart. Right here, we're going to mount it because it works perfectly for us. This is about 2 inches. So we're going to mount it here, and that way we can take it on and off if we want to. We can leave it covered up, or we can find another spot inside to mount it. We were thinking about mounting a, you know, 1.5 inch, 2 inch bar across the front just to mount that, but we'll have to see later. But we're going to mount it to here for now and see what it does. So let's get what we need and get it set up. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set our mount up on our speaker. It's going to take the short one you got, which is the M10 bolt. We're going to put that in. Like I said, I was curious on how this is going to, if it's going to shake being only a single mount. Depending on your application, which way you're going to place the speaker, it would dictate which way your bracket goes. We're putting ours on this back bar facing back, so we have it on there. That kind of sticks up. It kind of sticks up above the round part, so that could be an issue. And the washer doesn't come off. There's a flat washer and a lock washer. They don't come off. So, I mean, I'm sure you could force it off, but it's sticking above there. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna do its thing. You can see that that hump in the middle even when you put this on there. So that could be an issue there for us. Next, we're gonna put it up on our bar. We're gonna put these skinny friction pads on here since we have the 2 inch bar back here, so it'll be a tight fit. So we're just gonna place like these in here when we put the brackets on, and then one in here. So we're gonna set it up here on our bar, center it for ourselves. I can feel where it's touching that bolt. That's kind of weird. It feels like you're probably gonna have to adjust it, but we're gonna put the long bolts in since we're mounting it to a 2 inch bar. So we're gonna start those. You're gonna pinch them down anyway. Hope I'm not in your guys' way. Camera's shaking a lot over there. We'll get them both started. And they're gonna be the longer bolts, like I said, because we have the 2 inch bar here. So we're trying to get it mounted to that. Okay, we're just continuing to tighten our bolts up that we put on here. We're just gonna tighten them till they're good and tight. Like I said, I'm worried about that bolt sticking up a little bit. We're gonna do a little on each side here. We'll do the front and back ones. We're just continue that until it's tight. Get this back one tightened up. I can feel it squeezing down. I mean, that bolt sticking up, for us, this is like a hard plastic, so it should indent into that. But if you got like a roll bar, you're probably not going to have that option of it denting in. All right, that's pretty tight. I don't want to go tighter than that. You can see it's on there, but you can see if you're bouncing around, it moves considerably easy. I think this would have been better if it had a bracket here and a bracket here, you know, 2 mounting locations. That would make your speaker, because this is going to bounce all over the place. I mean,
it doesn't take much to move this, but for me to move this speaker, it don't take much either. So that could be a concern as it's bouncing around. It's probably going to loosen up and then it will flop around. So 2 mounting brackets be a pretty good idea. But that's all we need to mount that. Like I said, it came with all the tools you need. If you're going on a smaller bar, like a 1-inch bar, you could use the shorter bolts for those. Also, like I said, with that bolt sticking up, if you want to take the washer off, you're gonna have to force it off somehow, because it's like made on there to give it the space, the clearance you need to make it go in there deeper, because it's just not deep enough. And then it's going to create more of this problem too, especially if you're on a metal bar. But that's all done. Now we just got to hook this up, but this is pretty easy. You're going to have the quick connect here, which has a cap if you want to unplug it. It's like, say you're moving a speaker from location to location, but you can just unplug this here, uncap it. On the back of the speaker, if you look, you got your 12 volt out and your 12 volt in. So we're just going to connect to the in part of this. That's it for power. You can see this is the out portion. I think if you're daisy chaining these together, you also have the auxiliary in and the auxiliary out back here. Let's see what's under this one. And there's your USB that I was mentioning earlier. So that's for all your connections. Plus, like I mentioned, it's USB 5.1. So I'm going to run this up front here. You guys can come up here and take a look. It does include a fuse in line, and the wire feels pretty good. It's pretty flexible, so it feels like pretty good wire. I'm just going to run this through here for now. Now for us, ours is a 48 volt system, so you don't want to hook it to like from one end to the other like you did your car, because you'll blow the speaker. So we do have a converter down here, converts from the 48 to 12 volt. We can connect into that, but for the sake of this video, because we're not sure where our final location is going to be, we're just going to hook it up to one battery. That way we're getting just 12 volts from that battery. That way we get sound. So let me go get a wrench to loosen these, and then we'll hook that up. All right, we got our wrench here. We're going to just loosen these. This is a 1/2 inch on our cart. Most of them are, well, is that a different size? That one looks like a different size. It is. It's 2 different sizes. But you're used to dealing with stuff, you know to always bring that extra wrench. So I have them both sitting here. All right, we're just going to loosen these up. This is the positive side on this one. So we're just going to unplug this. We're just going to leave it unplugged. It's just for the cart. So we're going to plug this in. This is our positive. And then, of course, we'll do our negative over here. We can leave the negative wire on. That don't matter. Quick connection there. Give them a little snug down on both. That's all there is for power. So she should be hooked up. Now we're going to go out back here, power it on. You guys aren't going to be able to see the lights until tonight. We'll turn the lights on so you guys can see them, and then we'll run through like some of the light features that it has, because as bright as it is right now, you're just not going to see that stuff. All right, it is hooked up. What I want to try to do now is I'm just going to hook this up just like any other Bluetooth device. I'm going to hook it up to my phone and see if I can get some sound out of it. Unfortunately, I'll have to get some copyright free music, because you know how they are. So I'll have to try to find some of that for you guys, and then I'll play a little on here, and then we'll see what this sounds like. All right, we're going to turn this on for the first time. You press and hold the power button.
Bluetooth mode.
As you can hear, it just said hello Kemimoto with Bluetooth mode. So it's in Bluetooth mode right now. That's what we're going to use. But like I said, you can hook up through USB or the auxiliary in the back. So we're going to hook up through Bluetooth. Here we are. We're connected just like you would normally. You see the KM Midnight 40? That's what, just like you would normally hook up any Bluetooth device, we are connected. Now we're going to find you guys some copyright free music. Play something. No copyright sounds. There we go. Hope you guys were able to hear that. As you can see, just as I expected, without having the woofers, the bass is lacking. I mean, your mid-range sounds pretty good, but without that bass, if you're going down the road with wind and everything, it's going to cut out a lot of that sound. That bass helps. So it's lacking the bass, but it does sound pretty decent. Other than that, I mean, you can hear up to where the bass dropped. It wasn't great with the bass, but you can see the lights here running. Like I said, that's all adjustable. The lights there, the lights on the side right here, and then you also have the lights on the back, so it's going to dance all around lights. You can adjust it. We have it on green, which is my favorite color, so it is nice. It has all the other, like you can see the party mode here. That is where you can hook up. You can click that so you can hook more than one speaker together. You got your volume controls, your pause, play. You got your forward and back buttons. Then your LED button, which allows you to cycle through the lights. You'll see that. So you can cycle through some of the light colors. So you can do it from the app, from the remote, and from the buttons. You can see that dancing there. Pretty cool light shows it has. We'll show you guys better at night once we get some darkness here, but it'll look pretty cool. All right, you've seen some of the features with the lights. Now we're going to try to control the lights with our remote. You can also do the power on and off, everything, your music forward, all your stuff you can do right from here. You got your demo, your beat, it'll move with the beat of the song and everything like that. This is pretty good. So you don't even have to be back here with the speaker. You can just be up front and turn it on if you want to start playing music. But we're going to see if we can get some of these lights to change. Right now we're on green. I'm going to press red. There's our red. Got some blue going on, some purple. And you can adjust the brightness. It shows bright up and down. There's down. Let's crank it up. That's as bright as it goes there. And you can do the speed of how fast they move. Now let's do a demo mode here. It's kind of cool to see all the colors jump around like that. And then, of course, like I said, you have the one with the beat. So you can set up like if it's playing music, the lights will dance with the beat. Give me a minute here. We'll play some music, and then we'll put it on beat. See, I'll press another one. It's called Dome. Now we're going to go to beat. The volume works also up and down. I just adjusted that, but you can see the lights dancing with the beat. That's pretty cool. Plus our card also has the lights underneath that go with the beat. So with the lights underneath and this speaker, it'd be kind of cool. So that's the feature with this. Now we're going to show you how to get the app on the phone. We'll download that. Remember, when you get your remote, just pull the little plastic piece out of the bottom so it works. And then we're set and ready to go. Now what we're going to do is go and show you guys how to download the app. We'll do a screen record, how to download the app and control the lights. From what I understand, I don't know fully yet, but you can't control any equalization or anything with the speakers from the app. It's only the lights, which I think that's another missed point. Being able to adjust the equalization would be nice, so you can adjust your ranges. But we're going to download it and see what we can do with the lights if you want to do it from your phone. So let's go do that. Okay, first thing we're going to do here is go to the App Store. We're on Android. If you've got the Apple, you can go to your store for that. And you're just going to search Kemimoto. You can see it there on the screen. And then it's just going to download that. And it goes pretty quick because it's only just under 7 megabytes. Open it up. Pretty cool graphics you can see there. Yeah, we'll use precise while we're using. I don't know. I need to know my location for lights, but okay, yeah. No notifications. But you can see it's pretty cool graphics. I like that. And right from here is where you can do all your controlling of the lights. We'll show you that later too when it gets dark. But you can change all that. You also got the RGB pattern, where you can change all that it does. This is a little more control from here, which is pretty awesome. And then you can go over to the dream patterns over there to the right. And you can have it do different things. Like I said, the app is pretty cool as far as the layout, the user interface. But like I said, no controls for the music as far as your equalization or anything. So this is pretty much all you can control is just your lights from here, which it does give you quite a range of what you got to do. So it's a pretty easy setup to download the app. It downloads really quick, and like I said, it looks really cool. So we'll mess with that later to go through some of the scenes when we're trying to mess with the lights at night, see what that looks like. So pretty easy setup on this. All right, now we're going to power it off with the remote. You can still see the lights are going.
Power off.
Tells you that it's powering off. Thing we noticed too is you can't turn it back on from the remote. So kind of useless if you're near wanting to turn it on. We've tried, there's 2 power buttons on here. Power button here, power button there. We tried holding it, we tried pressing it. There's a press on that one. Press and a hold. Nothing. Now we'll do the other one. Press. Nothing. Press and a hold. Nothing. So from there you can't turn on the speaker. Let me see if from the app you can turn it on. I can see it is bright out here. I'll find it. All right, I'm in the app now. You guys seen the app. You're not gonna be able to see it that well. I'm gonna press the power button right here. It shows on when you press it, but obviously the speaker's not on. So you're not able to turn it on from the app or from the remote. You're gonna have to come out here and manually turn that on. But I mean, it would be nice if you could turn it on from the remote. But again, it's simple. Just press the button, hold it.
Hello, Kemimoto.
And it starts right up.
Mode. Connected. So
the lights are pretty cool. Like I said, you could route this. It gives you more than enough cord on this. But the mounting, it could, I don't know. I don't like that it shakes as easy as it does on here. And also, you can't turn it off on the remote. It doesn't have the deep sound from woofers, and you can't adjust any of the equalization for sound in the app either. So a few missed points there. If you guys aren't mounted on your golf cart like we are back here, you could mount it to like an ATV bumper. This is just an old bumper we have from an ATV. You could mount it here on your bumper somewhere on the front or the back, or if you got a rack or something like that. If you got a side-by-side, they got roll cages all over them. You can mount it anywhere in there. That'd be nice. It also will mount in your boat because, like I said, it has the IP66 rating, so it gives you all that protection if you want on your boat, ATV. They also have a full line of accessories for ATVs, marine, and off-road stuff. They got a full line. They got fenders, they got bags, they got speakers, lights, all kinds of stuff. You guys might want to go check those out. I'll leave a link to them down below. And also, if you click the link down below, if there's a referral link, it gives you 15% off if you want to get anything on there. So you can go check these guys out. But we'll be back later here and show you guys a little bit of the light show at night. So you guys get a full depth of what it looks like at night, because this is probably the best time these lights are going to show up for you. I mean, you can see them right now. It's definitely going to be better at night. So we'll be back and show you guys that in a few.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. Silhouette, I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but the
All right, guys, there you go. There you have it. You can see the light show is pretty good at night. There's a few issues I have with it, right? One is the mount. The single mount for 16-inch speakers, you're pushing it, because as you're bouncing around the trails, this speaker's going to shake. I can move it by hand, like I said, really easy. So if you get on the trail, it's going to bounce like crazy. So double mounts would be nice. The sound quality. The mid-range is great. There's no woofer, so you're missing that bass, which a lot of us look for that bass, which would sound good on the speaker. They do have models with bass if you want to move up to like one of their bigger models. Like I said, they got a 26-inch, 32-inch, depends what you're putting it in, but they do have ones with the woofer in it. That would probably sound a lot better. If I can get a hold of one of those from them, we'll test that too and see what the sound quality is from that. But that's one thing that gets me on the small one. But if you're only doing it for like just working around a little bit and you want a little bit of sound, this one would be great for that. Or if you're in an enclosed spot where you're not going to get the wind noise or the road noise, this one might do the trick for you also. Another thing I don't like is you can't turn it on from the remote. I know I might have mentioned in the video turn it off, but I meant you can't turn it on from the remote or from the app. So you could turn it off, no problem, but if you want to sit up there in the front of your side-by-side or your golf cart, you're not gonna be able to turn it on, at least for us where we're this far from it. If we mount it inside, we just press the button, won't be an issue there at all. Another thing is no music equalization from the app. We can't control anything when it comes to sound on this thing. It's fixed where it's at. You can't adjust the lows, the mids, or nothing. So that's kind of not great. And this has multiple mounting locations. We have it straight up. You can mount it upside down if you want. It's got holes for mounts all over the place. So if you can get another mount, you can mount it in 2 locations, be pretty good. So yeah, the app is great for the lights though. The app has all the controls. You can set themes in a mode and set that up. I think I like the one where it dances with the music, because our underlights on the car also do the same thing. So having those 2 going, if you're at one of these events around here, because we're in Florida, everybody who drives a golf cart, if you're at one of these events or a little thing, you can have them lights just winging around. So that'd be pretty cool. And like I said, we use this a lot for working around the property, so we can just have this playing music for us, so that way we don't have to have our other one. We have a small little GBL Charge 5, which I know it's a smaller speaker, but it sounds better than this because of the bass sounds that speaker puts out. But like I said, they do have the ones with the woofers in it, which will definitely step this up another notch. This one is, at least for me, without the bass, I like bass. So without the bass, it's lacking in that department. But overall, pretty nice speaker. And they are having sales on right now. Like I said, I'll leave a referral link down below for you guys with a 15% off coupon if you want to get one of these. They are well made. I mean, it's a good quality speaker. It's heavy. It's the IP66 rated, so it will go good on your boat or your ATVs or your side-by-side. And it won't break the bank really for what these normally cost. So if you're interested, go check them out. Like I said, at the link below. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There's a bunch of you that aren't subscribed. You never know what we're going to post. Like our channel is a little bit of everything at this time. So hit that subscribe button, please. Help support the channel. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you know the next time we post a video. You never know what it's going to be. It could be an install accessory on a truck. It could be building something. It could be trying something new, right? Because that's what we do. With all that being said, guys, we want to thank you guys for watching. Until next time, try something new.